Hi, I'm Drew, and today I'm going to be talking about pairing some of your favorite SelectBlinds products with your new SelectConnect Bridge. So, where I'm going to start is with something really simple like a roller shade. Now, 99% of our shades are going to be as simple as what you're about to see. So, first thing you want to do, take your shade and just locate where the pairing button is. On this one, easy to find, it's just a small red button there on the motor head. Now that I've located that, I'm going to go ahead and open up my SelectConnect Bond app on my phone and follow the instructions there. On the home page, you'll find a plus button in the top right. When I click that, it takes me to the Add New Device page. At the top of that page, it says Scan Device QR Code for easy setup. I'd like an easy setup. I'll press that button and it brings up my camera. Now I'll scan the provided QR code. There we go. And it's asking me to choose a bridge. I'll choose the bridge that I just set up. Now it's going to have me name the device. I'll name this one Studio Roller. Perfect. I'll name this one Studio Roller 2, since I already have a Studio Roller 1. And I'll hit continue. Perfect. Now the app is walking me through the next couple steps that I need to take. It says here that if I press the button on the motor head, the shade will jog. A jog is when a shade goes down and up slowly, but you'll see it is perceptible. So I'll take a pen, I'll take my shade. You'll notice this is easier to do if the shade is down, but it can be done if the shade is already hung. Press and hold the button until the shade jogs. There we go. Now I'll hit yes in the app, and I'll hit the pair button. The shade jogs again, and the shade's paired. One more button here, I'll hit yes. Now it's time for me to just quickly test the limits. Can do this in hand. I'll go down, stop, and then I'll go up again. Awesome. This shade's all set, and I can put it up my window and charge it maybe once or twice a year. No maintenance required on this. Now I'd like to move on to some of our products that you'll want to make sure you have them uninstalled while going through the pairing process. First, a Roman shade. So with a Roman shade like this, you'll find the pairing button actually on the battery. You can see it just there, right next to the charging port. So now that I know where my pairing button is, let's go ahead and scan the QR code for the shade pairing. Again, I'll go to the plus button in the top right, scan QR code for easy setup, and scan my QR code. Select my bridge, name the shade, Studio Roman. I've been called worse. Perfect. It's just prompted the instructions. On the app, you'll see that it's going to ask me to find something like the button that was on the motor head for the roller shade. But in this case, like I said, we'll find the pairing button on the battery. So following the same instructions, I'll press and hold the button on the battery. I'm hearing some beeping and some jogging. Now I'll press the pair button in the app. A couple more quick beeps and a few jogs, and now I know that the shade is paired. Let's go ahead and test the limits just like we did with the roller shade. Going down. And going up. And it looks like it's working perfectly. Now let's take a look at a cell shade. Pairing it's just as easy, but on this one, you'll notice the pairing button is actually inside the head rail. So Now that I know where the pairing button is on this cell shade, let's go ahead and scan the QR code. Choose the bridge. Name the shade. And start the pairing process. Again, it gives me an example like what we saw with the roller shade, but I know that my pairing button is here inside the headrail. Similar to the Roman shade that you just saw, this shade's going to beep to let me know that it's ready to be paired. I'll press and hold the button. And hit the pair button in the app. Those quick beeps mean it's paired and it's ready to operate. Again, I'll test the limits. Going down. And going up. Seems to be working perfectly. Great. This shade is now ready to be installed. Next, I'd like to show you a slightly older model of Roman shade that has a detached battery. This battery unit has a charger and is actually attached to the shade by a small cord that comes off the back. This is a very important part of the pairing process. Instead of having a programming button, detaching and reattaching the power cord to the battery is actually what begins the pairing process. So like with my other shades, let's start by scanning the QR code. Selecting the bridge, naming the shade, this is a fairly time-sensitive process. So what I'm going to do here, where it asks me to press and hold the motor head pairing button, I'm actually going to go to the next step to where it says pair. What I'll do is very carefully plug the power cord into the battery and then press the pair button. It may have been difficult to see, but the shade just jogged. That lets me know that this shade is paired and ready to operate. I can hang the battery on the back of the headrail and test the limits. Let's go up. And let's try down. Seems to be working perfectly. This shade's ready to install. I hope that this video was able to make your SelectConnect pairing process just a little bit easier, even for some of those less common shades that we have. Once again, I'm Drew. Thanks for watching.